Hello everyone. Today we will study amines. Okay. So amines is a separate chapter. ये separate chapter रखा हुआ है. Okay. From haloalkanes, alcohol, phenol ether, aldehyde, carboxylic acid. Now we reach amines. Okay. In haloalkanes, we were talking only about halogens getting attached to an alkyl or an aryl group. Okay. In alcohol, phenol and ether, we talked about how oxygen is the main important element in all these three types of compounds. Okay. In alcohol, we have ROH. Okay. Then in ethers, we have ROR dash. Okay. And in phenols, we have aryl group attached to OH. So like phenol is benzene with OH. Okay. So basically oxygen and its lone pairs of electrons are playing important role in these three types of compounds. Whereas in the previous chapter to that, haloalkanes and haloarenes, we saw how halogens are playing important role in all the types of reactions. Next came carboxylic acids, aldehydes and ketones. Okay, in these three chapters, the important functional group, okay, these all three are the functional groups. The important functional group element which is there, or the group which is there, is carbonyl group, which is C double bond O. In carboxylic acid, we have C double bond O and then C is attached to OH. So there is a OH and carbonyl group taking place. Then the next class was ketone, which is represented as R C double bond O R dash. Okay. So carbonyl group is attached to two different alkyl or aryl groups, and aldehyde is nothing but C single bond OH. Okay. So sorry, C double bond O and single bond H. There is no OH group in aldehyde. Okay. In this particular chapter, amines, okay, I will first write the name of that. So amines are denoted as RNH2. Now if I just talk about RNH2 and all, it will not make sense, right? So let us consider a basic example of our very familiar compound called as ammonia. Okay. So ammonia का फॉर्मूला आप जानते हो NH3. So this we have learned from, right, 10th standard. Okay. If I represent it structurally, it will be represented like that. 3 hydrogens. Now the difference between ammonia and amines is, amines are the derivatives of ammonia. How? I remove one hydrogen and put one alkyl or aryl group in place. So this one hydrogen I will remove, anyone you can remove, okay, and instead of that I will put an alkyl group or an aryl group. Okay. Now this will be represented as RNH2. RNH2. This is called an amine. Okay. So amines are derivatives of ammonia. The central atom, which is the nitrogen, is playing a main role over here. Like how I told you, in halogens and haloalkanes and haloarenes में halogen ने important role play किया था. So it was like the main person over there. Okay, showstopper I will say. So film की बातें करते हैं तो showstopper बोलते हैं. So showstopper is nitrogen over here. Okay. Now why nitrogen? Now let's study some basics of nitrogen. Okay. So nitrogen atom in amines is trivalent and carries unshared pair of electrons. Before everything else, I would like to tell you that textbook is whole and soul. There are many reference books available. Okay. So if you go to YouTube and check, many people will tell you to read this book, that book. Okay. But very important is you read the textbook first, understand each and everything given over there, because it's very important from exam point of view. Even in JEE Advanced, okay, the questions are applicative type. NEET also, the questions are applicative type, but application comes after you know everything about basics. Okay, so basics को पढ़ लें पूरी तरह से, you revise it 4-5 times. When you are sure, you go for the higher lessons. Okay, because if you miss out even one thing which is basic, and even if you think that if something has been taught in 10th standard, like how, see, I have talked about ammonia first. It is not that it is simply taught without a reason in 10th standard. Okay, there is a reason for it. So the knowledge of ammonia is important for understanding amines. Okay. So coming back to this, nitrogen is trivalent. What is trivalent? उसका valency 3 है. Nitrogen's atomic number is 7. So nitrogen's atomic number is 7. Okay, it is represented like this, right? Okay, this is how you represent an element. Okay, its atomic mass number is 14, atomic number is 7. Okay, and since it is 7, its electronic configuration will be 2, 5. So first shell will have 2 electrons, second shell will have 5 electrons. So to complete the octet, it is missing by 3, right? So its valency is 3. Okay, so I write its valency is 3. Hence it is called as trivalent, and it carries an unshared pair of electrons. So it carries one pair of electron which is not shared with anyone. Okay. Now we know that atmosphere में 78% nitrogen molecule है. So it's not a nitrogen element. Even when we say that plants give out oxygen, we breathe oxygen, it's not the monovalent oxygen, it's divalent, it's double. Okay, O2 molecule. Okay, which is attached to hemoglobin and then gets transported as oxygenated blood in our body. Similarly, nitrogen, which is present in the atmosphere, is not monovalent but divalent. It's N2 molecule. How that N2 molecule is formed? So N2 molecule, I'll write over here, is represented as N triple bond N. So just like oxygen has double bond, nitrogen will form a triple bond, where the one bond represents 2 electrons being shared between both the nitrogen atoms. Okay, so we have total 3 bonds which shares total 3 pairs of electrons. Okay, so let us I'll draw it like in terms of electrons so that it becomes easy to understand. So this nitrogen ka 3 electrons ho gaya, this nitrogen ka 3 electrons ho gaya, but there are 5, right? So let me draw those remaining 2 for both of them. This is the unshared electron pair they are talking about. Okay, this is unshared electron pair, and this unshared electron pair makes the whole family of amines. Now you understand why it is separate and unique chapter, because of this lone pair and this triple bond and the whole behavior of nitrogen. Okay, just to learn about geometry of nitrogen, nitrogen orbitals in amines are sp3 hybridized and the geometry is pyramidal. So in chemical bonding में हमने देखा है कि sp3 hybridization होता है in ammonia, okay, and it forms a pyramidal structure. Okay, so pyramidal structure actually should give 108 degree. Actually it should give 108 degree, but it gives 109 degree, 109.5 degree because of the presence of unshared pair of electrons. Okay, because of unshared pair of electrons, it becomes 109.5 degree. Did you understand this? Okay. Each of the 3 sp3 hybridized orbitals of nitrogen overlap with the orbitals of hydrogen or carbon depending upon the composition of amines. Okay, hybridization. Okay, you know what is hybridization, sp3 hybridization, and these hybrid orbitals which are there, okay, they will overlap with the orbitals of hydrogen and carbon. Overlapping means forming the bond with them. Did you understand? Okay, तो ये हो गया about geometry of amines, the basic ones. Okay, amines classification. Now how do you classify amines? Amines are classified as primary, secondary and tertiary depending upon the number of hydrogen atoms replaced by alkyl or aryl group in ammonia molecule. तो प्राइमरी क्या है? ये हो गया प्राइमरी, ये अपना हो गया प्राइमरी. तो प्राइमरी इज रिप्रेजेंटेड एज 1 डिग्री. सो प्राइमरी आई विल रिप्रेजेंट एज RNH2. Secondary, okay, if I draw the structure, see the structure of primary is like this, right? So if I remove one more hydrogen and put R, it will become secondary group. So it will be R. I have named this as R dash because it can be any group. Not necessary it is methyl methyl or ethyl ethyl. It can be methyl ethyl, it can be methyl phenyl. So it can be alkyl and aryl group also. So any combination is possible. Okay, as far as it forms a stable molecule. Okay, stability is very important. Okay, and tertiary will be all three groups attached to nitrogen are alkyl or aryl groups. This is called as tertiary. So this is the classification. Okay, so tertiary amine does not have any hydrogen attached to it. If you see, मतलब directly ये alkyl और aryl ग्रुप्स में हाइड्रोजन है, लेकिन डायरेक्टली हाइड्रोजन इज नॉट अटैच्ड लाइक हाउ इन प्राइमरी और सेकेंडरी. ओके, नेक्स्ट वी स्टडी नोमेनक्लेचर. I've already written on board so that you understand, okay. And you can see that yesterday we saw, last class we saw methanamine, how it is written, okay. It is just CH3NH2 and it's named as methanamine, okay. If you have ethyl group and attached to NH2, okay, you name it as ethanamine. So did you see the parent alkane's name is ethane and the last E which is there is removed and it is replaced by the name amine, okay. So E is removed and amine is put and you pronounce it as ethanamine, okay. Next one, see, you can have two combinations with propyl group. These both are propyl groups, but you can attach NH2 to the first carbon or you can attach NH2 to the second carbon, okay. The first one, okay, and how do you identify that it is the first carbon? The functional group whenever it attaches to any carbon, that carbon becomes carbon number 1, and similarly you name other as 2, 3 and so on, okay. Here, since it is second carbon, so it's 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, that way, okay. I hope you understand the naming. This one will be named as propan 1 amine because amine group is attached to the first carbon. This compound will be named as propan 2 amine because amine group is attached to second carbon, amino group is attached to second carbon, okay. See, all these three are primary amines. So we saw in the first class that primary amine is attached by NH2 group, secondary amine has 2 groups attached to NH, and tertiary amine has 3 groups attached to single nitrogen without any hydrogen. So there is no hydrogen over here, okay. So if you want to take an example of secondary amine, this is the example of secondary amine, okay. This is the example of secondary amine and this is the example of tertiary amine, okay. And how do we name it? So naming of secondary amine will be like, so it has total 3 carbons, but we do not name it as propanamine, but we take the longest chain. Now among these two, which is longest? This one, right? This is ethyl, this is methyl. So methyl becomes a branch and ethanamine becomes a basic compound. Did you see? Ethanamine is the basic compound. Name of the basic compound always comes last, right? And the branch comes over here. But instead of giving numbers, you name it as capital N representing nitrogen, okay. So since only one methyl group is attached to it, it is named as N methyl with M capital, no space, ethanamine. Similarly, this compound over here has 2 groups attached to it. First of all, identify the longest chain. This is ethyl, both of them, and this is butyl. So this is the longest chain. So your base compound is butanamine. Butanamine is your base compound, but since nitrogen is attached to the first carbon over here and is not attached over here, if it was attached over here or here, it would have become butane 2 amine, but since it attaches to first one, it becomes butane 1 amine. And mind you, if this attaches over here, the chain will start like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is nothing called as butane 4 amine. Butane 4 amine does not exist, okay. It's butane 1 amine. You cannot put butane and 4 because there are only 4 carbons. So from the left side or from the right side, both becomes position number 1. Second position from the right, second position from the left, both become position number 2 as far as how you see functional group getting attached, okay. And since there are 2 ethyl groups over here, we name it as N-diethyl. Did you see? N-diethyl and then base compound butane 1 amine, okay. So these are the examples of primary, secondary and tertiary amines. How about with benzene ring, okay? How about arene amines, okay? So the most basic arene amine is this. So I draw a benzene ring and I attach NH2 to it, okay? This is of course primary. This is of course primary amine and its name is benzenamine. So the last E is replaced by amine, but it's more commonly called as aniline, and this is the most common used name for this compound, and many reactions are possible with this compound, okay. So aniline, one more example, okay, one more example I'll write over here. So benzene ring again. Suppose if I have NH2 over here and suppose if I have CH3 over here, Okay, the name of this is, now what happens is this becomes your base compound and amino group becomes substituent. Okay, so you can name it in any manner. You can name it as 2-amino toluene, where toluene is benzene ring and CH3, and we consider amine group as substituent, or you can write it as 2-methyl aniline. Mind you, this is small. Okay, both ways are correct. Okay. Yes, so with this we finish nomenclature. Okay, more examples are there which you can go through. Next, we'll look at preparation of amines. So in preparation of amines, okay, I've written everything first only so that it becomes easy for us to understand. Okay, first method to prepare amines is by reduction of nitro group on benzene. Okay, this is nitrobenzene. Okay, you use palladium catalyst in presence of hydrogen. Okay, so this is basic reduction. Okay, so in presence of ethanol, okay, the oxygen is removed and hydrogen is getting added. So addition of hydrogen is reduction, right? So this is basics of chemistry. Okay, so oxygen is replaced by hydrogen group and you get aniline. So this is a method to prepare an aniline. Okay, that's arene amine. Okay, the second method is you use combination of tin and hydrochloric acid or iron and hydrochloric acid. Okay, so nitrobenzene again gets reduced to aniline. Did you understand? This is the first reaction. So only small amount of hydrochloric acid is required to initiate this reaction. Okay, only small amount of hydrochloric acid is required. Okay, reduction with iron scrap and hydrochloric acid is preferred because FeCl2 formed gets hydrolyzed to release hydrochloric acid during the reaction. Okay, so basically this is preferred. Okay, reduction of iron scrap with HCl. Okay, because this reaction goes very fast and only small quantity of HCl is required. Okay, second is ammonolysis. Okay, ammonolysis. So carbon halogen bond in alkyl and benzyl halides can be easily cleaved. Cleaved means broken. Okay, by a nucleophile. Okay, so nucleophile is ammonia over here because it has lone pair of electrons which will attack an alkyl group. You can see. So when it attacks alkyl group, you get a ammonium salt over here. Okay, this is called a substituted ammonium salt. Okay, and see finally we will get this product over here, substituted ammonium salt. Okay, RNH2 similarly reacts with Rx, so same reaction will happen. Okay, and you will get a secondary amine. So primary amine. Okay, so here actually primary amine is obtained. Finally you get what is primary amine. Okay, RNH2. Okay, this primary amine, okay, then further reacts with Rx like this, okay, to give you secondary amine. So this is primary, this is secondary, this is tertiary, and this is quaternary ammonium salt. Okay, so since it is quaternary, I'll write 4 degree over here. Okay, so you can see primary amine, okay, reacts with Rx, okay, and you get a secondary amine over here. So one hydrogen is removed and in place of that R is getting attached. Okay, secondly, secondary amine reacts with Rx further. Okay, and here the remaining H is also removed and is replaced by the alkyl group. Okay, you get a tertiary amine and still further reaction takes place because there is a scope for nitrogen, okay, to get attached to 4 groups. Okay, but of course it will be a salt. Did you understand? And it will be unstable. Okay, when you pass, okay, let me just read what is there over here. So carbon halogen bond in alkyl or benzyl halides can be easily cleaved by a nucleophile. So nucleophile is amine group. Okay. Hence alkyl or benzyl halide on reaction with ethanolic solution of ammonia. Ethanolic solution of ammonia means ethanol is present. Okay. So we need not mention over there, but you should know that it's happens everything happens in presence of ethanol over here. Okay. So ethanolic solution of ammonia, alkyl halide reacts or benzyl halide reacts with nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, nucleophilic substitution reaction in which halogen atom is replaced by amino group. So every time, okay, halogen is getting replaced by amino group. Can you see over here? There is Rx over here. It gets replaced by amino group. Did you understand? Okay. Reaction is carried out in sealed tube at 373 Kelvin. Okay, so 373 Kelvin is also a mandatory requirement over here. That's 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. This reaction is carried out in sealed tube at 373 Kelvin. Okay. Primary amine thus obtained behaves as a nucleophile and can further react with alkyl halide to form secondary and tertiary amine and finally a quaternary ammonium salt. So not only this behaves as a nucleophile, but further everybody behaves as a nucleophile over here at these steps. Okay, and they attack the alkyl halide and they remove the halogen out of there. Did you understand? Okay. The free amine which is obtained, so free amine can be obtained later on. Okay, so this reaction, how it was obtained, it is written in detail over here. So RNX3H plus, this is ammonium salt. Okay. You react it with sodium hydroxide, which is the very strong alkali, you get primary amine. Okay, so primary amine is got over here along with H2O plus NaX. Okay, these are the byproducts and this is your primary amine. Okay, since splitting of ammonia takes place in this reaction, it is called as ammonolysis. Understood? तीसरा हम देखेंगे nitrile reduction. Now what is nitrile? Nitrile is a CN group or which is also called as cyanide group. Okay. So nitrile reduction, you can see that there is a triple bond between carbon and nitrogen. Okay, so carbon has no hydrogen attached to it because all the 4 valencies are occupied, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1 is attached to alkyl group and 3 bonds are with nitrogen. Okay, in presence of, now this is the reduction. Can you see this is reduction happening because hydrogen is getting substituted over here. Okay, and the bonds are broken, so hence it is called as reduction. This happens in presence of ethanol again. Okay. So I'll read that nitriles on reduction with lithium aluminium hydride or catalytic hydrogenation produce primary amines. This reaction is used for ascent of amine series. Okay. So what is ascent of amine series is? ये देखो either we had containing one carbon atom more than starting amine. So if starting amine, okay, if starting amine, now you can obtain RCN from an amine, right? So starting amine, if it was ethanamine, let us say, you will end up getting propanamine because can you see there is a cyanide group over here? Okay, so whatever alkyl amine you take, you will get plus 1 amine. So if you take ethyl, you will get propyl. If you take propanamine, you will get butanamine. Did you get? Okay, hence it is called as ascent of amine series. Okay. So here lithium aluminium hydride also can come, okay, as a reducing agent. One thing I forgot to mention in ammonolysis is ammonolysis has one disadvantage. What disadvantage kya hai? Is you can see you can get all the amines over here like primary, secondary, tertiary, you get a mixture. So suppose if you want only say secondary or only tertiary or only primary, okay, then ammonolysis should not be the method to be used. Okay, ammonolysis is just one method. Okay, but it has a disadvantage of getting mixture of amines. Okay. Now in this process, how you can get primary amine? So you can take excess of ammonia. You can take large excess of ammonia, and if you take large excess of ammonia, you will get a primary amine. You will never go to secondary and tertiary. Okay. And the order of reactivity of halides is very important. Over here, Rx when we say X can be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, but the order is iodine is higher than bromine is higher than chlorine. So I'll write it over here. Okay, order of Rx will be Ri greater than Rpr greater than Rcl. Fluorine Rf is very it does not exist. It's highly unstable because fluorine has largest electronegativity, right? We studied in 11th standard. So because of that, RF is not possible over here. Okay, it's a very violent reaction. So this is the order. So alkyl iodide is mostly preferred because iodine, okay, kind of gives a very good reaction because chlorine is like slightly reactive because it belongs to just the third period, so it is very reactive again. Okay, and then iodine ka reactivity is in this reaction it is preferred and is very high. Okay, whereas chlorine is highly unstable. Okay. So next we go to reduction of amides. Okay, so similar like nitrile reduction, amide reduction involves you take reducing agent. Here it is lithium aluminum hydride. You could use lithium aluminum hydride over here also in this reaction, so that's not an issue. Okay, so I'll just write over here or lithium aluminum hydride. Okay, instead of that. Did you understand? So RCONH2. Do you know what amide? Amide is RC double bond O NH2. तो इधर है हमको कार्बोनिल ग्रुप एंड अमीनो ग्रुप. कार्बोनिल ग्रुप, अमीनो ग्रुप, amide. Okay, so you can reduce it and you can get again the ascent. Okay, have you seen ascent happening over here also? Okay, next is Gabriel Thielemann synthesis. Looks like a bit complicated, right? Okay, but so Gabriel Thielemann synthesis is used for preparation of primary amines. So you can only obtain primary amines over here. Can you see over here? Only primary amine. Okay, so Thielemann on treatment with ethanolic potassium hydroxide forms potassium salt. Okay, so this compound is called as, I'll write over here, Thielemann. The name is Thielemann. Okay, when you react it with ethanolic KOH, okay, you get potassium salt of Thielemann. This is a potassium salt of Thielemann. Okay, this is potassium salt of Thielemann. Okay, which further reacts with RX. Now see what happens. K is removed, R is coming over here. Okay, this name is N-alkyl Thielemann. Can you see N-alkyl Thielemann? Okay, so N is attached to alkyl group, so N-alkyl Thielemann. Okay, and further it reacts with NaOH in aqueous NaOH. Okay, aqueous NaOH, and you get this compound along with primary amine. Okay, this is just a byproduct, but this is your main aim to get. Okay. Aromatic primary amines cannot be prepared by this method because aryl halides do not undergo nucleophilic substitution with anion formed by Thielemann. So arene amines cannot be produced by this method. Okay, because arene amines do not undergo substitution, nucleophilic substitution reaction in this process. Okay, so you can only take alkyl halides. So aryl halides, you cannot take aryl halides over here. It will not form this product. Okay, that is why only alkyl halides are preferred. And the last one is Hofmann bromamide reaction. Hofmann bromamide, you use a amide again. Starting product is amide, bromine and NaOH. Okay, in ethanol. Okay, these are the starting reactants. Migration of alkyl or aryl group takes place from carbon of amide to nitrogen. So carbonyl carbons का जो alkyl और aryl group है, it goes from amide to nitrogen atom. Okay, so this R goes from carbonyl to nitrogen. So can you see shifting what has happened over here? So this carbonyl group is gone out over here, and R has shifted to N. So I can show arrow over here. R has shifted to N and CO has gone out. Okay, it has literally gone over here with Na. Did you understand? So you get a primary amine, Na2CO3, NaBr and H2O. Okay, this is also method to prepare primary amine. Okay, and the main thing what you note over here is the amide has one carbon more than the resulting amine obtained. Okay, so this is not ascent, this is descent. Okay, these two reactions were ascent, right? These two reactions were ascending. Like what alkyl group you take, you get one carbon more than the starting alkyl group. But here since there are two R and one more carbon, you get less. Did you understand? So here ascent does not happen. Okay, so that's done with preparation of amines.